this is when you go to there, we go for Baldur's Gate. I just realized that there was something to heal my team completely right there. I just used it to heal the brain guy. Anyway, new strat. We don't care about the dragon. Everybody's gonna do rush to get at the brain thingy. And in between, we're gonna summon the meat ship.
The very thing.
Shit. That can't be good.
The pride of Baldur's Gate. You are.
Time to cast the spell again. Break its will.
Alright, so those guys can't do that. Take care of that thing. Sorry.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
I think I got a potion of haste.
Another step forward. Let's have some fun.
Team England, it's your time to shine.
Shall we dance? Be quick. We'll do it my way. Over here.
Oh, did hiding cut me in action? I think it did.
What should I do?
Well,
Have to keep going.
like not like he did.
This is my time. Two steps at a time.
He already had one. can use another dash. Alright, I don't care if they live or die, I just want them to get rid of them. Hey, look at that, the tentacle is gone. The fuck was that? Should be able to. Let's get rid of those one. Those one hurt. Let's try to.
Very well.
I'm gonna let the other take care of that one. You know what? I think that's worth it to get rid of that guy. Kill the assassin fox. Yes! Oh, I was expecting him to miss so hard. Like you wouldn't believe hard. But they are them.
Got to press on.
Alright, can I trust them to take care of one?
Finding my way.
Transform.
I didn't know you had your own potion. Right. Ah, that's a miss, really? Could take a little beating. Alright, your turn is done.
Execute.
Still on my feet. What do I have to lose?
Wait. Hit, please. And kill. Thank you. Thank you.
One day I'll catch a break.
Just a little nip. That one.
Hurry! Get to the brain and cast the spell to compel it to submit. I'll cover you.
That's what I've been trying to do. Oh god, he's stunned. Ah. Oh. I'll make everything a bunch. Stop focusing on the dragon. You can focus more on the dragon if you want, but like, can you focus more on the one that are actively and currently killing you? You better be able to jump this. Fuck off. I just know that the moment I do the spell, I get 5 turns to kill them. Be as humanly close possible. Just do it. Thank you.
Got to move.
Those were annoying, and I'm happy they're dealt with. Please do something.
No time to waste.
Oh, can walk? I thought this was a, you know, jump only. Die. Fucking die. What the fuck are you on about? Die. Thank you. It's a lot longer than it should have for any reason be. Alright, most of my guys are there. Great. Yeah, but the spell is gonna be done next turn. And the main guy that I care about are gonna be A-OK. Take care of the dragon now. Yes. 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 Absolutely. Was doing alright. Yes. Yes. Might as well take that.
Let's turn some things around.
Can't afford to let up. On I go.
Might as well.
Take you.
Oh, wanna
Take
take the
your
orange
roll.
that one?
Corpora
Et alle!
Two steps at a time.
Nice. Alright, this is a lot better than last time because
It's weakened. This is our chance.
last time the Emperor died first turn of doing this.
This is it.
And all my guys were far, far away. Also did like 20 damage like real fast, so yeah. Need to hit hard and fast with most of my life in that. And that's it. Dragon's almost dead. The most dangerous one left is the Breaker of War, and there's a lot more alive because I took care of those fucking psychers fast. Tentacle dude. I got no idea what just happened there. Those black to black is gonna get really annoying really fast.
Rapid its defenses. Now we can destroy its true self.
fuck do you mean not enough movement? Right. Hit him.
Blood comes easy these days.
Yes, go
This
in.
is it. Its will is weakening.
The fuck did they just do? I'm alive, just on the ground. Alright. I can work with this. This is a workable thing. I'm okay with this. As annoying as it is. I just lost the turn of attack, but as long as the Emperor remains alive, it should be for all intended purpose possible. I'm gonna get to attack and putting it damage. Oh, seriously, that back-to-back is annoying. I just want to say that right now. Thank God it doesn't take a while to load that, but it's still annoying.
The upper hand. Time to end this.
Alright. Alright, so that spell doesn't work.
Take you.
Word it. I'm gonna take what I can get, and then gonna be greedy on it.
Secure.
Why did you go in the middle of that? Shoot, shoot. Oh, you're gonna die.
Now is the chance. Its will is weakening. Eliminate the nether brain and let the sword coast be free.
Alright. You land peacefully there.
Obey! Thrall.
Yeah, now we need to win this really fast.
Time to push my luck again.
I'm so close to actually winning
End
this.
this. On I go.
On the victor's path.
Yes!
Impossible. Pain. Fear. Terror. Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
Subdued at last, it begs for its life.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute.
It pleads because it knows I am its master. I will finish this.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of the Emperor's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
Okay, option number 2.
My master. I must obey. I must end.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn iniquids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity.
That was weird. I hope they're alright. But yay, the bridge destroy! I got what I wanted!
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
I can't feel the tadpole. It's gone. We're free!
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mizora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
And I'm still standing in the sun. This is incredible. Maybe whatever it changed in me was permanent. And we didn't even have to turn into mind flayers to do it. Sorry, I didn't mean to, well, you know.
It makes little difference to me. I did what I had to secure my freedom. And in spite of your resistance to evolution, you have proved a good ally.
Thank you.
The Githyanki are departing in peace. Curious sight in a day already full of them.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
Gale, please. This is not the time to be morosely lost in thought.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Chiontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. And once I have, I'll return it to Mistra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free.
Okay, number 1. Better yet, we are chosen again.
And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, grown quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
Now you're talking. After all that, I think I'll need a drink in each hand and a third on the table. But I think right of choosing should fall to you. What'll it be?
The celebration sounds perfect.
Let's not forget the wine. I want to flush out my brain, just to be completely sure the tadpole's gone.
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city than it ever was.
I never thought I'd be sorry to see a mind flayer go, yet here we are. Be safe.
I will miss you, too.
Now that you no longer live in each other's minds, it's hard to tell if the mind flayer is being sincere, though perhaps no harder than it ever was.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh, no. Oh, God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
Poor Astarion. How he loved the sun. If only the feeling was mutual. I hope that isn't the last we see of him.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you.
Oh, God damn it, not again.
Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do?
You were spectacular in every way.
So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw... Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye. I'm ready. I stand back. I'm going to.
God, this sucks. I despise this. I do not like this. I know for sure I didn't get the greatest of all ending. A good one, but not the best. It's a little glitchy.
It's over. And it's all because
It's a
of
lot
you.
glitchy.
You, who were destined to become a thrall.
It is really glitchy right
Thanks
now.
to you, there will be no Illithid Empire. No Death God's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
Man, that's been a fucking blast. Oh yeah, no, 10 out of 10 recommend to play. I had a fucking blast playing this. Super long game to play, but fucking amazing.
6 months have passed since you defeated the Netherbrain. And since then, you have seen more of life than you ever thought possible. You are greeted as a savior, a champion, a hero. But sometimes you feel like something else entirely. An adventurer, a traveler, a survivor. You face down the gods. You thwarted the grand design. Anything seems possible. But before you can write the next chapter of your story, you must end this one.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
I'd like some time to
Elsie, my
You
dude.
made it! You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now, our paths cross once more.
The feeling's mutual. I missed you.
We have all pined for each other's company, I sense. I cannot imagine otherwise after what we shared. That bond was forged in a crucible that can never be stoked again, Oak Father willing. It is a bond that can weather any distance.
What was that?
Any passage of time.
Explosion tank?
I know it can. For I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
You sound like you need a hug.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place. That was more than worth the wait.
I'm sure there'd be more where that came from.
Rest assured, my arms shall be ready. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
You first, Austin. I want to hear about the life you made, the people you help.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Wraithwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together.
Sounds wonderful.
It is, truly. Though a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. I spoke often of balance before. Only now do I realize the balance is no simple, fixed thing. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. It thrives in ways I could never have dreamed of.
I need to see this place for myself.
You are welcome whenever you like, and for however long you please. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. my charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
Alright, let's see what I have.
I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image. You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
Tell me about Daniel and Oliver. Do you see much of them?
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned.
What of the Grove? Do you stay in touch?
On occasion, but I'd prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence.
Still partial to running in bear form, I take it?
I spend half my days in Ursine form. The children demand it. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago. I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be.
Yeah,
By all means.
It's going to be that for the rest of the episode, by the way. Lots of talk.
I could get used to this.
Oh. You seem more subtle than I expected of you. I thought that was against your nature.
As did I, but somehow I feel like I no longer need to roam. That I have found something worthy laying roots for. Amazing what can be discovered about oneself, even at a ripe old age.
No time's passed at all.
Volo!
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Have you come? It's wonderful to see you, Volo. How have you been?
Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form. You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
The hero and I, no?
Me? It's all Volo as far as I'm concerned. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you could just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your way over.
Shadowheart, how you doing?
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Are you joking? I've been counting down the days.
Honestly? So have I. Well, come here, will you? It's been forever.
Lots of art today. I'm not complaining, I love art.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
I take that as a compliment. You look good too.
I suppose I do, don't I? I'm glad you seem well. Truly.
The feeling mutual.
I had no doubt. But I'm glad to hear you say it all the same.
Tell me what you've been up to.
Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister.
Come on, tell me. Where have you been? What have you seen?
One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. Gods, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long.
Waterdeep, you say? Did you bump into Gale?
We had tea on his balcony. Tara even deigned to sit on my lap for a while. You know, I think entire forests must have been felled to quench that man's thirst for books. He seems to be doing well. In his element.
What else will you be doing?
Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poisoned blade to best me. Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable little plans.
A friend on the inside? You mean Nocturne?
None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains complicated, let's say. But she is still my oldest friend. I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shar entirely given time. But that's a decision she will have to make for herself. If that day comes, I'll be ready.
You must be wondering what I've been doing this past while.
Must I? You presume a great deal. I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all. As am I. It's well deserved, and I dare anyone to argue otherwise. Hopefully, these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort ourselves.
Don't worry, we keep in touch.
I'm sure we will, but let's be proactive about it all the same. We're more than capable. After all, we've faced down bigger threats than wrangling together a few social calendars. Don't be a stranger.
Well, that was fun. Scratch, my boy! Can I pet you?
There's something strange in your old friend's mouth. What is it?
What do you got there, Scratch?
A familiar invitation. He wants you to throw the object he's dropped. But it isn't a ball. It's the astral prism.
Scratch, come here, boy. Where the hell did you find this boy?
He whines. Less talk, more throw.
Oh, pardon me.
Gale!
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
I missed you. If I can help it, everybody here is gonna get one hug from me.
Well, that was quite lovely. I'm glad you're as pleased to see me as I am you. I have to say, I'm quite grateful to just be Gale for the evening. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation. I seem to put the fear of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mystra, to be more specific. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at last. Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Go on then, convince me. Why is illusory magic so much fun?
Illusory magic has the power to confound the senses, to render the impossible into reality, and to allow expression of that most magical attribute of all. Imagination. Had you the decades to spare, I think you'd prove quite adept at it, as you did in that first lesson I taught you. It was at that moment, the weave connecting us, that I realized how much your friendship had come to mean to me. As it still does. Teaching you was hardly an effort at all. Not like my present cohort of apprentices. Oh, they try their best, of course, when they can manage to stay awake.
The cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
I kept my weapon sharp and my mind sharper. If there's another word and a threat awaiting, I be ready.
From you, I'd expect nothing less. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'd be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you.
It will be my pleasure.
Excellent. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist the allure of sharing your expertise. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower. It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
Starion!
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying. Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders.
After everything, I wanted to keep helping people. I've been trying to make a difference.
Ah, so it's the healthy glow you get from being a good person. That explains my pallor. But I'm glad to see the world has treated you well. You've earned it. We both have, in fact. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends.
What about you? What you been up to?
I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
Esther, one of the good guy. Would have thought.
Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been.
So what next for you? Going to keep living the good life?
Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse.
I'm glad to hear it. Acceptance looked good on you.
That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Aw, I wanted to hug him.
A beautiful night. I wish it could last
I
forever.
said it to you, not them.
I'm going to talk to you because I can.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
No, please carry on playing.
Suppose I'll get back to it then.
What could I wish for?
Oh, pardon me.
Oh, well, I got a little quest marker.
With haste.
Ooh. Alright, I cannot read the small thing, but I can read the big one.
Wine from all over the world, but is there one bottle of fresh blood?
Were we scrounging in barrels and crates for supplies when he could source booze? God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by. Withers has a keen eye for a nice vintage. Why were we scrounging in barrels and crates for supplies when he could source booze? God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Seems like a century ago that we were all together, but also like no time's passed at all. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I don't need to.
Wait, Will.
Gods, I must look a mess. I just rolled out from under a pesky ogre when Withers yanked me in. Oh, I didn't mean... Well, I didn't mean that. I just gutted the ogre, not... How about I change the subject before I dig this hole any deeper? It's so good to see you. And I've got so much to tell. The trolls I've torn open, the ghouls I've cleaved, the stories I've been itching to tell. I don't suppose you'd indulge me.
A tale battle told by the blade of frontier. I'm eager to hear.
Yes, but just the one, or I'll be yammering all night. You want to hear about the Stegosaurus that bullied Candle Keep, the impossible lich, or the young dragon who crawled out of Deeping Cave?
I couldn't say no to a story about a dragon.
There are tales galore of a great green dragon called Clogiliometer. Try saying that 5 times in a row. Clogiliometer, Clogilimuffer, Clogamother, whatever. Let's call it Old Gnawbone. Turns out, Old Gnawbone had kids. And one of them flew the roost and took to stalking a small elven enclave outside Crypt Garden Forest. The damned dragon had turned the place into a slave camp before I arrived. Sordid beyond words. He was a big boy, but still a young'un. a wonder of the skies, but a lumbering oaf on the ground. I tried a sly approach, but the whelp saw me coming and up it flew. Poison poured from its mouth as it descended. I tumbled away, shot it with arrows, and it crashed to the ground. I could have ended the battle there and then, but this was prey that deserved to be played with. The beast was a smoking heap of black-green scales once the battle was over. The elves and I sang songs and drank mead in celebration until their barrels went dry.
I miss traveling with you. You're a pleasure to be around.
I've missed you too. The rush of battles we fought, the heart-to-hearts, the nights around the fire, the comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side.
Done a lot of killing for a warlock without his power.
I won't lie. Losing the eldritch blasts and the hexes took some getting used to. Nothing but void, where once there was hellfire. So, I stoked new fires in myself using the lessons my father once taught me. Now, the Blade of Frontiers is a ranger. A true hunter of monsters. A warden in more than just name.
Well,
go on. The night's young. You shouldn't waste a moment of it.
Almost
or
everybody got
waste
a
a
hug.
single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oops. Did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Withers has a keen eye for nice drinking.
Thou feelst it still. She is not here. She who was the boldest. Hast thy thoughts been with brave Karlach often?
I'm being strong. It's what she would have wanted.
Truly? Most of the time it was she who was strong for thee. Didst thou not employ her ever to carry all of thine loot?
Are you making a joke?
It is said that mortals require levity, that it is the antidote to any of the darkest hours. And who knew that better than she? In but a dozen 10 days, an entire life was lived. More than mortal years. Mortal centuries were hers. Thy band, thy bond, gave that life to her.
We should celebrate that, shouldn't we? Not mourn what wasn't.
Now thou speakest like me. Thou hast wisdom, after all. In the fugue plane, her soul burns so bright, it pains the gods to look upon. Recall that in time, all changeth and all is rejoined. Thou shalt be with her again.
I think I caught up with everyone. What come next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
The greatest friend I could have dreamed of.
To you.
That was Baldur's Gate. Holy fuck, that took forever to finish. Well, I hope you enjoy, everybody, because that's it. And we're going to see each other next time. Bye!